Okay, we're going to graph two cycles of the cosine trig function that follows 2 cosine of 3x minus pi plus 1. And the characteristic curve, if I draw some center line there and have an axis here, would be this. So just know your parent function, and you don't have to worry about a table or anything. There's 2 points on the center line and 2 points on the line. One at this would be y equals 1, y equals negative 1. Okay, so we're going to do what we did last time on the previous video with the sine trig function and go through 6 steps, and I'm going to graph it as I'm following the steps. So step 1 is to draw the new center line. Remember, this is your vertical shift. So I go back here, my new center line is right here. So I'm shifting up by 1, so my new center line is going to be y equals 1. So what is my amplitude 2? So I think we can do 1 right about here. So this is 1, and I'll put negative 1 here. So my new center line is going to be at y equals 1. All right. Normally, it's at y equals what? 0. So we're shifting this whole thing up by 1. Now, the next step, step 2, is to find the amplitude and draw it. Can't spell. Find amplitude. And I look back and I notice my amplitude is 2. And then I'm going to draw it. So amplitude equals 2. So from my new center line, I'm going to go up 2. So this would be 2, 3. So I'm going to go up here by 2. And from here, I'm going to go down 2, and I'll be at negative 1. That's the framework where I'm going to be drawing this. This little, I didn't label it because we have a phase shift of pi over 3. So this line is y, this is 3 here. So this is y equals 3 here. This is y equals 1. I don't know what side I should draw. Y equals 1, and this is y equals negative 1. So I just made my amplitude equidistance from 1, just like on the unit circle. Okay. Step 3 is find phase shift, the horizontal shift, which is negative c over b. I go back, and this is my c, whoops, and this is my b. So it's going to be negative pi over 3, which equals, pi over 3. And I'm going to draw the line at x equals pi over 3. So I'm going to go to pi over 3. I'm going to mark it here. This is where I'm starting my characteristic curve. So there is x equals pi over 3. I don't even like this line here. It bothers me. Because it just bothers me. Alright, I'm taking that line out. Because I'm going to draw in this area here. This is at 0, though. I'll put the 0 there. Alright, now, what do I have to do next? Step 4, I have to find the period. Find the period. Alright, the period is 2 pi over b. I already noticed my b is 3. So that's 2 pi over 3. So that means from pi over 3, I have to add, because I'm starting at pi over 3. Starting at pi over 3, and I'm going to add 2 pi over 3. That means I'm ending at 3 pi over 3, which is pi. But guess what? I'm just going to leave it as 3 pi over 3. And I'm going to move it anywhere I want on the graph, because I get to graph it anywhere, because I want to make room for this. So I'm going to put it right about here. So I'm going to end at 3 pi over 3. The reason I did this, you should know the midpoint between these two is 2 pi over 3. So when you draw your graph, you can have it. Now, I don't know where you want to put the measurements. Some people like to put it on this line, and I almost want to do that because I get confused if I don't. So I'm going to move it up here, 2 pi over 3, and this would be 3 pi over 3. There's no way I can't make this graph messy. I tried it and try, but I can't do it. All right, so that's my midpoint, right in that area. Now, I had to draw the phase shift. So they want you to draw, we're going to end here at 3 pi over 3. I'm going to draw this line. So basically, I am working within this boxy area here. I'm going to take this back out. And I'm just working in this little box here. And I'm going to draw, because step 5 is to draw the characteristic curve. All right, so I'm going to draw the characteristic curve. I'm starting here. It's cosine, so I have to start here. And I also have values here that I haven't figured out yet, and we're going to do that in a minute. But I'm going to draw the characteristic curve, which is dot, 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 and make it curvy. All right? So now, to find the midpoint of the radians, and I'm going to go ahead and do it over here, you add the two values together and divide by 2. So let me erase this because we can move that up here. This is x equals pi over 3. All right, so I'm going to add pi over 3 plus 2 pi over 3 and divide that by 2. That gives you the midpoint. We already know that this is what? Pi. So we're going to get pi over 2. So this point here is pi over 2, the x-axis. And then to get this point here, I have to add, let me erase this part. I'm going to add these two, 2 pi over 3 plus 3 pi. Now, do you see why I left it like this? Because now we have the same common denominator. And we get 5 pi over 3, 5 pi over 3 divided by 2, which equals 5 pi over 6. All right, so we're going to put 5 pi over 6 goes there. All right, so we have one curve, which should be enough. But since you're in my class, you have to infer the second curve. Now, what that means is I have to draw another curve. So what I have to do is subtract. I'm going to erase all this. All right, I'm going to subtract. We have to end, what's my period? 2 pi over 3. So it's pi over, I'm going to go to the left. Pi over 3 minus 2 pi over 3, which gives me negative pi over 3. So basically we're stopping our graph. I'm going to move it away. Now, this is where I always mess up. It doesn't look good because I'm not proportional, but this is negative pi over 3. All right? And that would mean the center line should be in the middle. All right? And I'm going to draw my x equals negative pi over 3 and infer the points here. So dot, 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 and it would go like this. Do you see where I didn't do it right? I should have moved this guy over a little bit more because I had this part spread out more than this. And again, you're supposed to take midpoints here, but you should know between 0 and pi over 3 is pi over 6. So this would be negative pi over 6. Okay. It's a mess, but that's the cosine function.